Hello, and welcome to Words of Hope. Thank you for joining us once again in this space of faith, reflection, and comfort. Today, we will talk about an idea that has caused many people to suffer in silence: the belief that seeking professional help means their faith is not strong enough. Perhaps you have heard phrases such as, "You just need to pray more. If you truly trusted God, you would not feel this way," or "A believer should not need therapy." But anxiety, depression, trauma, and other emotional conditions are not spiritual failures. Asking for help does not make you weak, nor does it mean that you have stopped trusting God. When we become physically ill, we can pray and also go to a doctor. We do not see any contradiction between the two. So, why should it be any different when the pain is in our mind or heart? Prayer can bring you comfort, hope, and the strength to keep going. A psychologist, psychiatrist, or another qualified professional can help you understand what you are experiencing, identify symptoms, and find the right treatment. One does not have to replace the other. Prayer and professional help can go hand in hand. Sometimes we expect God's answer to arrive in an extraordinary way. However, it can also come through a conversation, a recommendation, an appointment, a diagnosis that finally explains what is happening, or a professional who teaches you tools to regain stability. Not everything God uses to help us looks like a miracle. Sometimes the answer to a prayer comes through someone who has studied and trained to care for and support others. Seeking help does not mean that everything will be resolved immediately. You may need time, you may need to try another professional, or you may need to follow a treatment plan. But taking that first step can be the beginning of something important. If you have been feeling for some time that you can no longer cope with what is happening, or if fear, sadness, or despair are affecting your daily life, do not force yourself to endure it in secret. Talk to someone you trust and seek professional care. If you are at risk of harming yourself, seek emergency help immediately. And if someone comes to you and tells you that they are suffering, do not reduce their pain to a lack of prayer. Listen, stay by their side. Help them find appropriate care. Your compassionate presence may be part of the help that person needs. God does not ask you to prove your faith by hiding your wounds. Perhaps the act of courage you need today is not to endure one more day in silence, but to acknowledge, "I need help." You can go to therapy and continue praying. You can receive treatment and continue trusting God. You can speak with a professional without abandoning your faith. Because seeking help does not mean that you have stopped believing. It means that you have begun to believe that your life deserves to be cared for. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end. If these words can help someone who is suffering in silence, share this video. Subscribe to Words of Hope and join us in this space of faith, reflection, and comfort. God bless you.